Sooner than I thought. What's up, everybody? It's Thursday night. It's Thursday, September the 4th. How are you doing out there? It's good to see you. Man, I am cold. I am like not even ready. I got barely any warm up. I was working on something, but I wasn't playing leads or anything, just rhythms and stuff. So I'm not fully warmed up, so we're going to have to get into that a little bit. But what have we going on here? Juji says, good evening, Rip. Hope you had a great day. It was a nice one. It's been a nice week thus far, I gotta say. I'm not mad at this week. Although I'm very tired, I swear. You even had a day off, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. If you have a day off, you feel more tired. Does anyone else feel that? It's happening to me, but one more day. We'll make it. Sleepless in the house, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Donald James, what's going on, buddy? George Kaplan, how you doing, George? Great to see you tonight. Metal Mark in the house, he says, Shredder Rick, you know how we do, brother. Good to see you, good to see you. Man, this fingernail's not good. We'll see. I might have to file this up real fast. But let's see if we can get through one more track here, and then I might grab the old nail file because this could be dangerous. But let's give this a shot. intro cannon, nice Viking style beat to get you going. All right, what do we got here? So 706. Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Anyway, good to see everybody hanging out tonight. Oh, let's see. Linderman says, fine-tune, the gears are working. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Here we go. Donald James said he didn't get a chance to play today. He had to help clean an apartment. I feel that, man. Work. You got to work. If it ain't something, it's something else. We're always working. I feel it. Lisa in the house. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you tonight. Jake's vibing in the house. He says, I just rewatched the first trailer of Tron. I believe Sam Flynn will be making a return. Probably, buddy. Probably, man. I mean, Jeff Bridges is still alive, man. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to have him swing on in and do some sort of cameo or slight appearance. I don't know if anyone watches if anyone's watching Alien, the TV show. I almost believe that Sigourney Weaver is going to somehow appear. I don't know. This is, in case you're wondering, this is a really high quality nail file here. Like this fingernail gets chewed up, man. That's probably a scary thing because when I'm picking fast, sometimes my finger will touch the string and it'll get caught. And we have problems. Well, I think we're good now. Jake said, I literally analyzed the face of the person wearing the blue suit and the red cycle. Both eyebrows not going to match Sam Flynn. There you go. And it's not Jared Leto. Okay. Hey man, I would not believe it. I would not disbelieve it. Let's say that. Because Jeff Bridges is still alive for sure. Metal Mark says subtle subtitle to show Fretboard Frenzy. There you go. Jake says Kevin Flynn is definitely returning. He's in the trailer. Sam Flynn is his son and the main character. Yep. Douglas Ball in the house. Brother, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Absolutely. All right, let's try this one out. This one might be a little faster, I think. that's getting warmed up right there. I appreciate you hanging out too. Let's see, I got one more song that I remember to do, and then it's a free for after that again. I have nothing planned, just to have some fun. We'll see what we got, see what we can do tonight, right? I hope you're having a good time in the show. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you part of this great community. Let's see where we leave off with there. All right. Lisa says, smash the thumbs up and show some love, everybody. Absolutely. Donald James says, would you do a cameo, Rick, with the guitar? Funny you say that. Yeah, funny you ask. I need to post it. There's an app called Cameo where you can like pay somebody X amount of money and tell them what you want to kind of do, and they'll do it. I have an account for that. I have a Cameo account. I just never posted it. I forgot to. Well, I've forgotten to. But I do have that. So if you want me to wish you a happy birthday, or wish your friend a happy birthday, or something, words of encouragement, I can do it. I can do cameos. I'll have to pop that up on the. I'll do two things. I'll pop it in my links on my front page. I'll put it in the community page. I'll throw it into Discord as well. Let's see. Don J says, wouldn't be surprising if we ever did make cameo. I know. I think it's gonna happen. Very last episode, somehow, some way, we're gonna do it. Jake said, imagine if Rick had a cameo in Tron like Daft Punk at the end of the line. Clubby started shredding. That'd be nice. That'd be fun. I wouldn't mind it. Call me up, Hollywood. Call me up. Doug's boss says, always sounds like King Diamond solos. Love it. They should take you on tour. I love that, buddy. Unfortunately, there's already one Andy LaRocque. Andy LaRocque is one of my heroes, and that's why I learned a lot from him. But I would love that. I know pretty much every King Diamond song, and if I don't, I can learn it real quick if they ever ask me. I would love it. I would love that. Judy said Rick definitely has the personality to pull off a cameo. Sure. I could do it. Marlo Mark says, if aliens visit Earth and they are the malevolent, they'd be so advanced to kill all of us with never seeing again. I know, right? You never know. That big spaceship rock thing's coming toward us, man. It's going to hit Mars in a couple days or a couple weeks. Look out. Struggling in mind. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that, my man. Judy says, excellent warm-up as usual. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Erica Alvarez knows almost Friday. Absolutely, absolutely. Judy said, I would definitely pay for words of encouragement. I'll put it up there. Yeah, and you can buy like there's like a lot of people on there, like big name stars and stuff. You know, like you just name it, and there's someone up there, and you pay them X amount of money, and they'll do a personalized video for you. Yngwie Malmsteen's got a cameo, some interest, you know. So yeah, I made one a while ago. Star's like, you got to make one of those. Make one. I was like, okay, I did, and I never did anything after that. Totally forgot to do it. But I shall post it up everywhere later for sure. Jake said, I'd pay Rick to sing happy birthday. There you go, man. I could certainly try it. If you like my voice that much. All right, let's slow it down a little bit with this nice chill ballad. fast. You gotta play slow. That's a nice little song there, for sure, for sure. Let's see, what have we next here? We'll have to pick another song to play. Oh, you know, I haven't played this weird one. It's a weird song here. There's a bunch of weird songs. I'm gonna play this one. Kind of melancholy jam. Anyway, we've got a lot of comments here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a great time. Let's see. Juji said, I feel like I get positive reinforcement just being at your lives. There you go. We try and keep it positive, you know. Mustafa, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight, my friend. Alan Pink and I said, I was just playing guitar and thought about your playing. Then I checked to see if you're live. I said, damn, this guy's good. That's what I think. Appreciate that, Alan. Thank you very much, buddy. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Lisa. Mr. Shell says, no relationship for now. Yeah, I still have a chance, but in the future, only in the future. Hey, man, the future is a long way away, bud. You never know, man. You never know. I've seen a lot of people, you know, they were friends in high school, and then later on in life, they became more than friends. So you never know, buddy. Yeah, and let me tell you this. This is an old saying. There are plenty of fish in the sea. There are so many other people out in this world you never know you might meet in the future. So just keep being yourself. Keep doing what you do. And when the time's right, it'll come right to you, buddy. It'll come right to you. Big hugs to Mr. Shell there. Big hugs to Mr. Shell. Shimmy, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Mustafa said, look at Rick, that rocks. You forget all the negativity in the world. True that, brother. True that. Juji, thank you very much. Metal Mark said, Metal Mark's talking about Juji. Jake Spine said, that was very moving, beautiful, melodic, and a feelsy song. Thank you, bud. Shake from the Stars, how you doing, my friend? Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. What is this song? Oh, wow. It's been a long time since I played this one. I remember the key, but let's see if we can figure it out. haven't played that in like forever. Like, it's probably been like at least 6 months since I've touched that song. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool weird one for sure. What about this one? We're just gonna play some weird stuff tonight. I don't even care. We're gonna just go start clicking on buttons and see what happens. Let's see. Caleb B says, "Dude, I just randomly stumbled across your channel. Holy moly, did it hit hard? That's pretty big. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that, my friend." Mr. Shell, he says, "I only want one person though, and that's her. I never felt feelings as strong as this other girl will do. I want her." I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Rolling Stones said it best. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. So yeah, always stay on the positive side, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And I know how it goes. All of us guys, we're at the same spot you've been in, but I'm sure we can all tell you our stories too. I know it, man. I think everyone goes through it for sure. Caleb P says, "Literally in this subscribe." Brother, thank you so much for that, Caleb. I truly appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy. Diatom got the double medal. Thanks, brother. Douglas Ball said, "I can't stop watching." If you're new, like and subscribe. Absolutely. If you're having a great time enjoying the show, make sure and subscribe to the channel. I do put videos every day as well. I go live 5 times a week here, and we have the best community you'll ever find on YouTube. I guarantee it, 100%. And Don says, "I can't take it anymore. I was just going to listen to Rick," as once again inspired me to start playing. Crank it up, brother. It's the best time. It's the best time. Steve Cisco, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much. Douglas said, "I always try to put lyrics to your melodies." I know I'm here. I do it all the time too. We make up all kinds of silly stuff. So I have no problem with that, man. You should hear some of the stuff I come up with. Sleeper said he really liked that song. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of like my homage to Yngwie's what do you call it? Pop, or not, more top 40 rock song. Mark says, "Sometimes when you don't get what you want, it can turn out to be a blessing in disguise." Now that is exactly the truth, man. There's so much truth that ain't even funny. All right, let's hear this one. This is a weird one. I used to like open my shows with this one weird one here, but it's called Jam 4. Let's see what it's like. I think it's like almost like a synth wave, cyberpunk, and then it goes into like this harmonic minor Egyptian thing. I don't know. Check it out. It's a whole fun one, man. Funny story. For nostalgia purposes, I went to my channel. I went onto the live tab, and I clicked oldest videos, and I watched my oldest video, which was about 2.5 years ago. What a difference a couple years makes. And this is one of the songs I was playing, so let's check it out. song right there. It's like a little intro jam. I haven't played that in eons. What else do we have in this wacky area here? All kinds of weird stuff. Let's see. We'll run into some songs. We got a lot of people hanging out, so let's try and do some regular songs here. We'll do a couple classics, see how that goes, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's see. We got a lot of great comments here. What is cooking? Crow in the house. What's up, Crow? Good to see you, brother. I'm doing great. How about you, man? Jake says, the guy in Talladega Nights, those problems. Everybody got problems. My dog just threw up on somebody's finger. That's the problem. It is, right? Sleepless, I was getting a ghost hanging out in the graveyard, just chilling. There you go, man. Mustafa, thank you, buddy. Let's see. Thank you, Mustafa. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, Diet Tom. Thank you, buddy. Mustafa said, just enjoy Rick's show tonight. Absolutely, absolutely. Have a great time. Enjoy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Thank you, Lisa. Sleepless, thank you, buddy. No problem, Diet Tom. I knew what you meant, but thank you, man. Crow knows the right person will come one day, and that's the truth, man. I mean, myself, I've been through many a relationship, and then I finally found the one that works. They're the best. It's been the best ever. You know, it's tough. It's tough. But I don't even know, Mr. Shelley. You remember you said you're pretty young, so you got all kinds of time in the world, man. Don't ever worry about it, man. I wish I would have waited a while, you know. Maybe casually hung out, but you know, I shouldn't have got any serious relationships until I was like in my mid-20s or something, probably. It can be a distraction for the guy or the girl, depending on what you're doing in life. Metal Mark says happiness is directly proportional to acceptance and inversely proportional to expectation. Mark, you're on fire tonight, man. That's some good stuff right there, brother. Donald James says Rick is getting more popular than a Labubu. I wish, man. I'm the rarest one. Ian Mansfield, thank you so much, buddy. Much love to you. Steve Sisko knows oldie but a goodie. I did watch South Park last night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That was hilarious. Absolutely. Biz Buzza, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm doing great, man. How about you tonight? Yeah, we watched Alien, South Park, and the two first episodes of season 3 of Beavis and Butthead. That first episode of Beavis and Butthead was... I was dying. I was dying. Josue Perez Lopez. It's good to see you, man. Oh, man, Donald James, get on that Beavis and Butthead, brother. That first episode was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Too funny. Too funny. All right, let's get cooking here. This is a track off my album that is available here on my YouTube channel. If you go to my channel, go to the Releases tab. The entire album is there, free to stream. If you want to check it out, add it to your playlist. If you want to go further, you can get it on iTunes and Amazon as well. So let's check out Symphony 40 right here. right, Symphony 40 right there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on that one. If you enjoyed the show, so far, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We have a great community here. We'd love to see you along with us. And we got a lot of great comments here, a lot of people hanging out, so we appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Donald James, I don't watch. I've watched a few episodes. It's funny. I never got into it. Like I watched all that stuff, but I hear it's really funny. I should probably go back and watch a lot of it. Biz says, "Great, you inspired me to start recording video on Instagram. That's awesome, brother, man. Well, great, bro, man. If you need any assistance or any tips, advice on Instagram, let me know. I'm happy to help, man. I'm glad to see that." Jake's Vibin said, "Anyone else remember Gilligan's Island?" Of course, man. That was on every afternoon for me as a kid. It was like, you had to watch it. Oh, Juji said, "Oops, my video skipped to 5 minutes. Dang." Diatom, thanks, buddy. Crow, appreciate you. Mustafa knows electric. Mozart. Sleepless, thanks. Bizzo says, "Man, I have no excuse to improve my playing." It's true, buddy. 100%, man. Every time I see that, I give them 100%, man. You got to work hard. There's no easy way to play guitar at a high level. You have to work extremely hard. And anyone can do it. This is interesting. I saw a news article today. Now Drew, let me know, buddy. Is this right? Drew Denzel. He's enjoying the show from Michigan. Now today, funny thing I saw. People know it, Denzel Washington, right? He said his name is not pronounced Denzel; it's pronounced Denzel. And I guess the reason was his father was named Denzel as well. And his brother said, "I don't want to call you both the same name, so I'm going to call your father Denzel and you Denzel." And that was it. So Drew Denzel. Is that right? Is that how you pronounce it? I just want to make sure. I appreciate you, brother, man. Good to see you, man. Juji's feeling that. Crow knows a masterpiece. Thank you, brother. Biz, there you go, brother. 5 times said, "Marianne and the professor." Absolutely, man. Little buddy. Skipper and little buddy. Oh, man. Rosana, buena noche. Sleepless, appreciate that. Mustafa says Beethoven's Battle of Waterloo. I can't even say. Beethoven's Battle of Waterloo. Try and say that 3 times fast. And electric would become great too. I have to listen to that, buddy. I'm not super familiar with Beethoven's a lot of his works. Just his most popular ones. It was Bach and Mozart that I'm super familiar with. A lot of their works, but I'll have to check it out, man. I'm always on the lookout for something cool. Crow knows. Polly Short, cool, buddy. Wheezing the juice. No, wheezing the juice. Mustafa, there you go. Thank you. Obrigado, Rosana. What we got there? Miguel Barb from Argentina. Muchas gracias, amigo. Sarah says, "I call Rick a butt munch." And he uses the words, I do. B-hole is one of my favorite things to say. Sleepless knows Gilligan's Island. Yeah, you had to watch it, man, when you're a kid like me, man. Jake's 5 said, "I have the entire Gilligan's Island on DVD." Nice, dude. That's what's up, man. I watched that in syndication, man. It's like they just played during the summertime. They played like the entire season on there, man. Thank you, Miguel. Jake Biden said, "I call my dog little buddy." There you go. You gotta love that, man. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, let's see. All right, we're moving on. We'll do Until the Bitter End. This is the title track to my album. We also have a wonderful t-shirt. If anyone is interested in merchandise, by all means, check it out. We do have a cool merchandise store. You can click on this shirt that's going to pop up on the screen. Check out anything you like. If it's free to look, if you like something, go for it. If you don't, no problem either. But it is free to look. And this is the title track. And that's the shirt. Until the Bitter End. Let's have it. was Until the Bitter End, the title track to my album, which is available here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you give that a check if you like. Oh man, ooh. I got transported to another astral plane on that one. That was pretty wild right there. I gotta say, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was really fun to play. And let's see. And we're gonna keep it going with some album tracks here. We got a lot of people hanging out. Maybe a lot of people that haven't heard a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna keep with some more album tracks and see where we go. All right, and we got that loaded up. Got a new shirt on the screen. It's gonna be the next song coming up. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. I do put videos out every single day of the week. I go live 5 times a week. And we have the best community right here that you shall find. I promise you that. Let's see, where did we leave off? Miguel, thank you so much, buddy. Die Thompson has been playing since 11. Recently sprained my pinky, but you and I owe me your inspirations. Thank you, brother. I'll pray for your pinky, man. You'll get better soon enough. I hope so. You'll be back 110%, man. Always be inspired no matter what you got going, man. You will get there, my friend. Thank you. Rosana, obrigado. Lisa, thank you. Thank you, Die Tom. Die Tom, so he's dying to play again. I feel you, buddy. Back in 1996, I got into a pretty gnarly car accident, and I couldn't play guitar for close to 3 months. My back, my neck, everything was messed up, man. It took a while, a lot of little physical therapy, chiropractic adjustments, and I finally got back into it, man. It was not a good time for me to have a car accident in my life. I'll tell you that. It wasn't even my fault. But I did get paid very nicely. I'm not going to lie. Judy said I was able to get a heavy metal symphonic song with a chorus in Latin. I heard that, yeah. I didn't get to hear it all, Judy, but I heard a little bit of it. Yeah, I was like, wow, that sounds Latin. Interesting. And then it sounded Japanese. The higher voice sounded Japanese. I was like, wow. It's like Latin and Japanese in one. But I didn't hear it through my headphones. I just through my speakers, so my little phone speakers. So I need to go back and listen to it completely this time. It sounded pretty cool. There's some nice little changes in there. There's no doubt. Oh, let's see. Kronos, Cornholio, fire. Yeah, Cornholio is the best. Juji, thank you. Juji said, I wish I could get a harpsichord out of it. Best I could do is piano. Yeah, that's a tough one. Harpsichord's got a special sound. And which one do you use again? Udio? Or I guess there's that Suno thing I showed you. They're coming out with a Suno Studio that you can actually make each track whatever instrument you want. So it might be something to look into. Mustafa, thank you, buddy. Mama Shreya in the house. What's up, Mama? She said, just want to say hey to everyone. And Rick's always slanted. Thank you, Mama. She says Brody's going live soon. You know what that means. Either chill or I'm going to have to shred a bunch of trolls. True that. We'll be done in about an hour, Mama. So we'll send in when I'll get it ready. So we send everyone over there. And then Stardust may be joining earlier or later. I don't know. But we'll see what's going on there. Where is Brody? There's Brody. Brody upcoming. All right, we're gonna click on Brody. So after the show, we're gonna go watch Brody the Super Shredder, 100%. Let's see what else we got here. Heiko, good to see you, buddy. How you doing tonight? Joe Edward, holy moly, Joe, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Believe in yourself. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate that. Let's see. Steve, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, my friend. Rosanna, Crow, thank you. Walkman the Savage, just feeling it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Juan Gonzalez said, it's clean. Sounds clean. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sleeper says the invite code is expired. It has? For what? Do you need the Discord link? Let me know. We'll get it to you if you need to do it. Pellet says 153 likes in 54 minutes. That's amazing, buddy. Thank you. Die Tom's feeling it. Thank you, brother. Donald James says Brody friended him on Discord. Now there you go, man. Mama Shredder says get those like ups, double tap. You know how we do. Juji said the Storm Rider zipper hoodie looks sweet. Will go nice with the hat. There you go. There you go. Absolutely, Juji. Let's see. Okay. All right, and Judy says Udio. Okay, yeah, try Suno. I think it's better, honestly. In my opinion, I think Suno's better, and they have a studio, like a free studio app coming out. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Bouquet Samuel, what's up, brother? Good to see you tonight. Oh, Juji had a root beer float yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. The Shredder family is all about the floats. I have to feel it. Oh, shoot. Oh. Why can't I read that name? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Skylar. Oh, yeah, good to see you, Skylar. How you doing? Man, it has been a minute. I hope you've been well. I haven't seen you in a while, but great to see you. Mama said she loves seeing that Stardust go wild. Stardust cut her teeth on TikTok, if y'all don't know. So you can't mess with Stardust, because she already fought the biggest trolls of TikTok and won the battles. Always won the battles. Let's see. Martin Valles, good to see you, buddy. All right, I think we got it covered. Let's kick it into overdrive with a little bit of Fire Within. We got a t-shirt on the screen if you're interested in that. This is one of the best songs I ever wrote. The biggest songs I ever wrote. 376,000 views here on YouTube. Played across Europe and Japan on the radios. This one goes hot. It's Fire Within. Let's go. was the fire within right there. Oh, man, that tune goes hard. That tune goes really hard. It's a fun one to play. It's a hard one to play too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But thank you so much for hanging out watching that one. Let's see. Sky Candy, I'm doing great. It's been a minute. How have you been doing? I hope you've been okay. We don't always worry about people. We don't see people for a while. We go, where did they go? What happened? We haven't seen Cletus and Clovis. They go on vacation again? We miss Cletus and Clovis too. Oh man, Mama said, you gotta watch her. It's amazing. It's like wrangling kids around and downstairs. There you go. Mustafa, thank you, brother. Thank you, Lisa. There you go. Joe Dirt, appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, my man. All right, Brody is now live. And after we're done here, we'll be shooting off to Brody's channel for the show. Crow, thanks, brother. Grab got dubs in the chat. Appreciate you, my man. Frenchie, thank you, buddy. Good to see you, man. He said absolute perfection. That was feeling pretty good. Steven Strick said, I don't understand how the goal works. The goal is just something that YouTube says, hey, you make a goal for your viewers, and it's basically for super chats. So there's a little $ sign at the bottom corner of your screen probably. If you click on that, you can do like a donation. It's like called a super chat or a super sticker. And it's anywhere from like 99 cents to, I don't even know. I don't know. What's the highest super chat you can do? I don't know. But it's just a goal to, people super chat, we reach the goal, I'll do some extra fun stuff if we do. But yeah, no worries, man. No worries at all. You being here is the most important thing of everything, man. Trust me. Super chats are all fine and dandy, but it's the people here hanging out that means the most to me. Those hanging out with me. Let's see. Jared Bill Yu, he says, legend, my guy, I'm from Alabama, heading to Panama City in the morning, and this is the medicine I need. That's awesome, Jared. Great to see that, man. You'll be able to panhandle then, brother. It was great to see you, man. I hope you have a safe trip. And let's get you medicinal. Steve said, "What's that goal?" Yeah. If you click this the little money-looking symbol at the bottom of your screen, wherever it's at, it'll pop up, and you can do what's called a super chat. Okay, let's see. Donald says, can I digitally buy The Fire Within? The song itself, yeah. It's on, if you go to Amazon, you can buy it there for 99 cents, and iTunes as well, it's 99 cents. Jake Spiderman said, man, Rick, I've said it a million times, I'll say it again, you rock and roll. Thank you, brother. Pellet Funner got 195 likes in the count. Good to go, bro. Santo Lugia, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Wolfie, yeah. He said, I haven't been here in a while. It's glad to see. Good to see you too, buddy. Hope you've been well, bro. Good to see you. Frenchie says, on your way to 100K. Let's go, people. Absolutely. Donald James says, most streamers give extra content when you reach your goal. This is true. That's when we do some cool stuff. Sleeper says, you can pay $500 with Super Chat. Dang, that's a lot. That's a big one there. If someone's going to do that, I'd be like, yo, just go ahead and do my PayPal. Because YouTube will take a bunch of that money. Oh, man. Steven Cisco said, I want to buy some music, on the website of yours. Yeah, you just have to go to like iTunes or Apple Music or Amazon Music. Those are the only places you can buy it, I think, the albums and stuff. No problem, Steven. Appreciate you, brother. CCC New, he said, just got here. How you doing, Rick? I'm doing great, buddy. How about you, man? Great to see you. All right, we're moving on to the next one. There's a bunch of people left. I don't know why. Because we're about to finally get into the meat of the stream now. Let's get that speeder up on the screen, yo. Those who don't know what speeder is, this tune is something else right here. This is a fast song. It's a fan favorite right here. Everyone enjoys this one for sure, including myself. But we got a t-shirt for that. It's called the Speeder Neon Edition t-shirt. Make sure you check that out if you're interested. This is 180 beats per minute. This is super fast. If you're driving, slow down or pull over. If you're seated, buckle up. If you're flying, hit the autopilot for about 4.5 minutes because we're about to take a ride, a bumpy ride. Let's go with the speeder. Okay, Speeder, hope you're safe after that. Honestly, I hope you're safe after that. I don't have my insurance company set up just yet. Very soon, very soon. Appreciate you hanging out for that one. That was a shredder for sure. Oh, let's Terry Kill there from Fort Myers. Great to see you. And thank you, the old Jason. This was a Stardust shirt. She never wore it. She said, you can have it if you want. I'll take it. I got an even cooler shirt coming next week. One of my favorite horror characters coming soon next week. I can't wait to wear this shirt. It's a sick looking shirt too. Man. Oh, let's see. CC said, I did see those t-shirts one day. Heck yeah, there you go, brother. Sleep says, if you want to really go fast, do Chaoticon. I know, right? Crow feeling it. Sleepless, thank you. G. Wolfie said, damn, you did not lie. I know, right? We never tell stories around here like that. We always tell the truth, and that was a crazy one. Gotta be careful, for sure. Crow, thanks. Lisa, thank you. Steven says, awesome, out of this world, Rick. Thank you, Steven. Sleepless, thank you, buddy. Rick Hickman in the house. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you, brother. Chris Liggett says, comes in like the chat like Kramer. There you go. Jake says, speeder never fails to get me start headbanging. I know. Even I can't. I'll get into it a little bit there, too. Ren Rodriguez, there you go, buddy. Good to see you. The Bree, thank you. Donald James said, that was too fast. I'm making a claim to my insurance. I hear you. Thank you, Ren. Jake said, instructions unclear. Rick, I heard Speeder and I have 5 stars and the cops are after me. I know, right? That'd be, yeah, if you're ever going to do a GTA 5 Rampage, that'd be the tune to do it to. Crow says, one of these days you're going to travel back in time, Rick. I know. You ever see Superman 1 when he flies around the world like super fast and turns back time? Sometimes I feel that, man. I feel it might happen. You never know, man. You never know. Or yeah, I'd like open up a portal or something, a wormhole or something like that, and just be like sucked into some crazy dimension, man. You never know, man. You never know. All right, what we got next? We got some Storm Rider next, and then it's a wide open. It's wide open season after that. Let's pop that. Let's get that Storm Rider up on the screen. Donald James says, what a movie idea. If you shred fast enough, you go back in time, like Back to the Future. There you go, man. We need to get ChatGPT on that and get us a screenplay. Pitch it, man. You never know. Get Jack Black in it. Maybe let me play in it too. That'd be fun. Man, that's a good one there. All right, let's get cooking, man. Everyone get your raincoats out, your umbrellas, your galoshes. We're about to ride the storm, because we the Storm Riders. Let's go. water in the house. There you go. Hope you stayed dry. Hope you fought the storm with me. That was a crazy one. Another one. Like last night, though, I rewatched last night's stream. The last night's Storm Rider was, I don't know what was going on there. That was some wild, crazy stuff to watch and listen to. I was like, man, I was just on another planet on that one. Incredible. Let's see. Jake says, Back to the Future remake with Rick shredding so hard he travels back to the 80s and saves the world from modern guitar players. There you go. Or it'd be trying to think. Oh, no, wait. Let me think. So Tim Henson's parents are at an Yngwie concert. They meet each other at an Yngwie concert and they kiss for the first time during Yngwie's Far Beyond the Sun. I have to go back in time and make sure that happens. There you go. Jake loves that Storm Rider. Yes, sir. Sleepless, thanks, buddy. Mike tweeted now. He said, Rick, I had to hear some shred before I bed. I hear that, bro. There you go, bud. Crow's feeling that. Raps, he says, can you suggest me some good amps in for the best audio? Also, I don't have any money to buy paid amps. That's a good one. Free. I mean, Donald James, you can get Amplitude 5, a free version of that. Am I right? I believe Donald has a free version of Amplitude 5. I don't know about going there. I think it's what's it called? Amplitude 5 CS or something maybe. Check that one out. Just go to IK Multimedia. I don't know if it's ikmultimedia.com or just look up IK. That's India Kilo IK Multimedia online here, and I believe it's called Amplitude 5 CS. It's a free version of it, and it should have some really cool stuff already. That's what I use the max version, the paid version, of course, but I believe Donald uses that version, and I think you can download tones as well. So maybe check it out, man. Check that one out. That's the best one I can tell you of. I've tried them all. There's not too many free ones like that are amazing, but that one's probably the best one you can get for free, I believe. And Donald James can let me back me up on that one. Let's see. Wolfie said, one of my favorite songs on beat, brother. There you go, my friend. Good to see that. Bro said, and at one point they cross each other, both Ricks. That'd be wild. Sleepless, there you go. Real beat Muse, good to see you there. Bell Mark said, that storm was like a tornado of souls. I don't know, right? Judy said, nah, that's canon now. There you go. All right, yes, Donald James. Is it Amplitude 5 CS, I think? Yup says, why all the tracks sound basically the same? Well, I mix everything the same to have continuity, but everything's different, that's for sure. Val Kimber, now, how you doing, buddy? Bell Mark says, I brought a block of cheese to chat. With all that shredding, now I have to shred my string cheese for my pizza. There you go, bud. Don says, yes, I go through IK, had to download it. They give you a free version. You have the choice to upgrade, though. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so anyone looking for a free, and that's Rap Z there, a free version. You can get a free version of Amplitude 5. It probably comes with quite a few different amps and stuff. I've tried them all. It's the best one out there for everything. Neural DSPs is up there too, but that costs some bucks, and it costs money. It ain't cheap, it's sure. Okay, it's just called Amplitude 5. I thought there was like a CS version or something. They call it CS or something. Can't remember. Thanks, Hogview. Appreciate that, brother. What shall we do next? How about why don't we get in some freeze time here? After the storm, we must freeze. So let's do that. And I'll pop that shirt up on the screen here. If I can type. This was a fun one this week. Everyone loved it. This tune is becoming an instant classic as well around here. All right, so we'll pop that up on the screen. Looney Tunes, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Jake Five said he disagrees. Every song has a similar tone, but they don't sound the same at all. Every song is unique and amazing. It's true. I mean, I do mix everything. Everything is mixed the same. The drums are mixed the same. The basses are mixed the same. My keyboards, I mix my volume. All the volumes are the same. Ronald Bastias, hola, bro. Good to see you. Almost missed you there. So yeah, everything. The music is toned the same, but yeah, all the songs are different keys, different melodies, different everything. That's for sure, man. Because here's another one. But this actually, I think this has a newer mix on it. A better mix. But this one's called Free, so don't get too cold out there. That was Freeze right there. Hope you stayed warm during that, because that did get a little cold for sure. Oh man, that's a good one there. Oh, where did we leave off? Brian Felix, buenas noches, amigo, obrigado. Good to see you, buddy. Sleep said he was listening to Nirvana's version of "The Man Who Sold the World." He's wondering if you know any of the songs by them. Not too many, but I mean, maybe I know a little bit of what's that called? Teenage. What? I can't remember the name of it, dude. I wasn't a fan of Nirvana. No offense to anyone that loves Nirvana. I was not a fan. Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's the song. Oh, I can think of it. And I think I knew some other tune the other day. I listened to it. I was like, oh, that's how you do it. But no, I don't get into too much Nirvana, bro. Let's see. Jude, you said I suppose to the untrained ear, the songs would sound a lot alike, particularly because of the shredding, because each song is wonderful and unique. This is true. I can't. Yes, I mean, yeah, you never know. You never know. I just take it as it comes, man. Some people, yeah, I mean, I can listen to Tim Henson music, the Polyphia music. It all sounds the same to me. It's this tapping and quick runs and more tapping and harmonics and stuff. It's very similar to each other. But some people are like, this, every song's different, bro. No way, bro. Tim Henson, bro. It's music. And if you like it, great. If you don't, you don't. If you feel you have heard enough, then there's other music to hear. At this point in my life, I could care less. I couldn't care less, is what they said. But you know how we do. Wolfie says, cold as hell from the start. There you go, brother. Lisa, thank you. Crow is getting chilly there. Val had his snowflakes up. Bell Mark says, Rick, when you compose, what do you lay down first in the track? It really depends. I've already started to work on the song of the week, and it's guitar. It starts with the guitar. I had a bunch of guitar riffs in my head, and I put all those down first, just the riffs, and I'll break them apart when I start. But sometimes I just start with the keyboard part. I'll start with a little harpsichord line. I'll come up with a chord progression with some strings. It really just depends. It's never the same, that's for sure. I don't write a song the same way. It's something. I started somehow different every time. Never with the bass guitar, though. I never start a song with just the bass guitar. I can assure you of that. Jake said, I've always preferred the cold, so this song is perfect. There you go, bro. Val was on the ski slope with that one. Joe Edward, there you go. How you doing, Joe? Val Kimbrow's eating them ice cream cones. That's how you do it, man. Joe Edward says, Rick, how you, brother? Just turned 61 today. My brother, good to see you again. It's absolutely great to see you, Joe, and happy birthday to you. That's amazing. That's amazing. We love to see it, man. Personally, I don't celebrate birthdays, but I'll celebrate anyone else's birthday, that's for sure. God bless you, Joe. Always good to see you, and thank you. Now, Mark says, my parka's in the closet for a reason. I know. You got to have it ready. Judy said, I met someone that couldn't tell the difference between Heart and Fleetwood Mac. That's not good. Val said, is Tim Henson Jim's son? I don't think so. Maybe related somehow. I won't say anything further. Ronald Bastias is from Chile. Saludos, amigo, and bienvenidos. There's a thing. There's a theory that I've had, and trust me, I've been around a lot, and I have this theory. So say for instance, it's just an example. Say for instance, there's a person that listens to nothing but Metallica. That's all they listen to. They don't listen to nothing else but Metallica, right? Okay, that's all they listen to. And then you go, I write music too. You want to hear a song? They're like, yeah, cool. And you play them something, and they go, that's pretty good. It sounds like Metallica, because that's all they know. That's all they know. And it's as a theory I haven't fully proven, but it's happened many a time in my life where I'm like, because people will say, that sounds like this. I'm like, okay. And I'm going to go listen to that, and I'm like, it sounds nothing like that. But again, I'm a trained professional with years of college study for classical music, jazz music. I have a super trained ear. I can hear a lot. So it's really dependent on the person, really. But So we'll get stuff, I'll play like Until the Bitter End, and the harpsichord part, people go, that sounds like Castlevania. Well, yeah, it sounds like that because it's a harpsichord, and Castlevania uses a harpsichord. It's also written by Japanese people that are influenced by classical music, such as me. So there's always a rhyme to the reason, let's say that. And I'm always into it. Sam says you should start a song with bass guitar. I feel that, man. I feel that. That's a good one, bro. Donald J says having technical skills to show off is cool, but you got to incorporate easy, accessible melodies that people can remember. That's just true. Yeah. I agree, man. If someone can't remember, I'm no big fan of Kirk Hammett, but he even said it, if you can't go away from it humming the melody of whatever it is you listen to, it's probably not that great. He actually said that about Polyphia. Kirk Hammett did. Joe says, I feel good at 61. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Donald James, 61 years young. It's how you feel inside. Ain't that the truth? I'm an old man too, but I feel like I'm in my 20s still. Let's see. Sleeve said the Beatles song I Feel Fine is open use of bass guitar. Not gonna lie, didn't quite hear what you said about your opening with the. No, I've never written a song starting with the bass guitar. Let's say that. Never wrote a song with that way. Lucifer, what's up, brother? I'm doing great. How about you tonight, man? Jeremy Sipes, much love to you, brother. Thank you very much for that. Oh, Lisa said the chat froze. No. Joe says watch Rick's younger days. He's a legend. I appreciate that, Joe. Yeah. There are some good times back in the 2000s, I tell you. Val said, I thought Rick said Kirk Cameron. No. Kirk Hammett. Kirk Hammett, yes. Sometimes I do. I speak so quickly that it sounds like I say something else. Stardust will tell you. It happens all the time. Metal Mark says, might be the reason why some metal bands in Japan I've listened to have classical elements. Many are brought up with classical training. This is true. This is exactly true, Mark. Thank you for bringing it up. If you're a musician in Japan, if you grow up learning music, you study classical music, 100%. It would be a Bach, a Beethoven, Mozart, things like that. Also, any of the Japanese composers. I don't know too many Japanese composers, but a lot of the stuff is all classically based, Japan. And a lot of game soundtracks are made by Japanese composers. Crow says, Rick, 258 likes. That's what's up, man. Very nice, very nice. And Crow says, take that, yup. Well, that's funny. All right, what we got next here? What's a good one we can play? How about some Intimidator? Because no one gets intimidated around here. When you got the Intimidator around, let's do that. that Intimidator right there. That's a rough jam. That's a rough jam right there. All right, let's see what we got. Great to see everyone hanging. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We have some fun tonight for sure. Boquet says Nobuo Uematsu is the go. Yeah, and he did a lot of stuff, right? That's Silent Hill, I believe. I can't remember. Some of the Japanese names I cannot recall. But yeah, there's a couple of dudes in Japan, like the guy that did the Final Fantasy soundtracks, guy that did the Silent Hill soundtracks. Unbelievable. Mooseford said, I played trumpet for almost 5 years. Quarantine was the bane of my existence. Oh, I feel that, bud. That's no fun, man. It was rough. I should have started YouTube during the quarantine thing. I don't know why I didn't. I was so lazy. I didn't care. I was like, I loved just going to work. You know, I worked from home, and then I get off and we just play video games. That's all we did for 5 years practically. It was great. Jake says the Intimidator, but it's so inviting. I know. You want to get behind the Intimidator, he got you covered. Val Cameron knows number 3. Big Dale. Dale Sr., the best, man. The best. Thank you, Sleepless. Joe said, look at Rick's younger days with Rob Rock. Oh, those are some fun times there, buddy. Some fun times. Thank you, Jake. Lisa, thank you. Wolfie said, I'm intimidated. All right, here you go, buddy. Mike Airman Trout, what's up, buddy? You got the lightning flash in there. Thank you, friend. How you doing tonight? Thank you, Juji. Jake says, Intimidator makes me think of a majestic lion, both intimidating and yet inviting. Indeed. Joe knows all the old schools. Wicked Ways, China Blue, Metal Wolf. Also classic. Joe, I don't know if you ever get into Discord, Joe, but I popped up some China Blue videos up on that Discord, man. Some pretty fun stuff, man. Bro, thanks, brother. Chris in the house says, inspirational, dedicated, and love for the music you rock. Thank you, brother. Great to see you. Joe knows about Bastille. Yeah, Bastille was a ripping band, man. I wish I had some video footage of that. We did some stuff in that band, man. It was like the class. It was like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Dio. We did all these megaton classics. It was insane sounding. Moacir, obrigado, amigo. Good to see you. Jake says, Rick, I think your guitar is smoking after that one. It might be. It's a little warm. It gets warm in here. Even though I have the AC at about 70 pumping in here, this guitar gets awfully warm and heats me up, man. Might need to start getting some dry ice in here or something. Judy said, that's funny because you work harder than anyone I know. I try. But yeah, there was a time, like after I quit playing guitar in 2018, I was like, I just want to have a normal life again, you know. I don't want to do this music. I don't want to play guitar. I don't want to write. I don't want to do anything. I just wanted to just relax and take some time, you know. And I think it was good, you know. I needed the time off, and when I came back, it refreshed everything, you know, coming back and playing. And the last 2 years have been a journey of insane proportions. Just, you know, relearning how to play guitar again, learning how to, like, write songs again, learning how to use recording tools again, you know. I haven't used it for so long, so it was pretty awesome. If you want to laugh, go to my channel, go to the lives, and click on oldest, and watch the first 1 or 2 of those videos, and you'll see what a difference it's made. And even I think if you watch the second live video I ever did, I do Stormrider in there. You want to see how it was barely there. It was barely there. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. I started playing at age 14. I picked up a guitar. I didn't start taking it seriously, taking lessons until I was 15. Donald James, yeah, Joe knows all kinds of stuff. Joe been scouring that internet. Maria Scott, how you doing, Maria? Good to see you. How's the cello going, and how's the America's Got Talent quest? Hope you're doing great. It's great to see you. Sleepless says, can you play Chaotic.com, buddy? I think we just could. Donald James says 65K on YouTube is huge. I say you're back and probably better than ever. Yeah, this is probably the best my career has been. You know, I mean, even though I was on tour and I had albums played on a ton of albums. You can't gauge back then. They couldn't gauge how many people were fans. You know, because there was no YouTube. There was really no YouTube. There was barely Facebook. I think we had MySpace. That was it. I did have 20-some thousand friends on MySpace, if that meant anything, or 25,000, something crazy like that. And man, it's like so you couldn't gauge it. You know, I saw thousands and thousands and probably 100,000 plus people doing tours and stuff like that. And you think, how do I see these people again? I got to come back here, you know, and you just never go back. Let's Levi Liggett in the house. What's up, buddy? He says, hey, Rick, are you familiar with Cradle of Filth? I'm sure. What's your favorite song? Yeah, a little bit. I forgot the knife of time. Well, how does I can't remember how to say it, man. Something about Nymphetime or something. I can't remember the name of it, but that's the very first one or two Cradle of Filth albums I kind of checked out. Ain't really checked out beyond that. Maria says she didn't practice cello in 2 years, and now getting back to it. She played cello since she was 17. Yeah, that's how it goes. And she's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Val says, "Whoa, Dog Eat in the house. Whoa, Dog, what's up, brother?" Maria says Johnny Depp is my inspiration. There you go. Okay, Levi knows it. Yeah, that's a great one, man. That drummer, man, that drummer on that album is unbelievable, man. I don't remember his name. My God, man, that was a sick drummer. There's a lot of controversy about Cradle of Filth nowadays. Everyone's talking about Cradle of Filth. They be dropping members and stuff, and like, oh my gosh, man. All right, we're gonna practice 2 quick solos here because I got to keep practicing some of these new solos, these new cover solos that I did. So we're gonna do Bark at the Moon and Trapped in the Corner, and then we'll end the show with Catacomb. How about that? So let's give it a little bit of a Bark at the Moon jam here. Getting better every time I ever play that. It's starting to come back to me. Every little note starting to come back to me on that one. Probably the last time I played that, I was probably 18 or 19 years old. The last time I played that, and that was a long time ago. But we're having fun with that one. I enjoy that one. I used to love playing it too. What I need to do is I need to stitch in the end solo too at some point here. But here we go. Next one up, Trapped in the Corner by Death. Andy LaRocque, one of his greatest solos right here. try to practice those 2 solos every night. Those are the newest cover solos I've been doing. I've been trying to practice them every night so they embed into my brain again. All right, let's get Chaotic Calm ready here. All right, load it up, and we're going to get a t-shirt up on screen. The last t-shirt of the night, Chaotic Calm right here. This tune is unbelievably fast. This is 200 beats per minute. My friend that said he liked Cradle of Filth. This is the closest thing I got to some Cradle of Filth style stuff. This is very black metal meets neoclassical right here. It's a pretty ripping jam. So hang tight. We're going to get right to it. I'm going to read some comments and we're going to blast off with Chaotic Calm there. The shirt's on the screen if you're interested in checking out the merchandise we have. There you go, dog. Maria says, I'm in a makeup competition. I'm currently number 8. Nice. Hopefully you pump it up. We're rooting for you. Val says, Val got that dog. What? Oh, dog eat. There you go, dog. Lisa, thank you. Juji, appreciate it. Val Kimber, there you go. Looney Tunes like, that was sick. Thanks, brother. Father Time says, oh, don't stop. It's we got to stop at some point, man. You know, but we'll do this next tune. This will blow your mind for sure. Blow your mind. Jake's vibing. Thanks, brother. Judy says going to a show tomorrow night. Might be late. Well, we ain't screaming tomorrow night, Judy, so no problem. Be as late as you like, because we ain't going to be here. Friday is my night off. Friday's my night off. The next time we'll be back on Saturday and Sunday at 9 after tonight. So enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Maria says, I'm big into theatrical makeup. Very nice. I had a friend. My friend, you ever heard of the Joe Blasco School of Art? My friend went to that. He could do some wild makeup stuff, man. It was crazy. There you go, Crow. Sleepless, thank you. Val says, you're gonna beat it from the house. I know. Wolfie says, that crispy low tone to start got me feeling some ways. Yeah. That's that Chuck Schuldiner. Chuck got that tone, man. Wolfie's like, then that hits fell so fast. There you go, buddy. Boquette says, I also enjoy some death metal. Oh, yeah, man. Some good stuff. Thank you, Jake. Randy Kinsey in the house. How you doing? Don says, I played that Trapped in the Corner with it tuned a whole step up to E minor, so I don't have to reach too much. There you go, buddy. That's one way to do it. And Judy's like, dope. I forgot. No problem. Thank you, Randy. Don J said, like Kiss. There you go. And Judy said, that makes it easy. I know. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that. Whoa. Well, somehow we just went down to 42 viewers. Something happened. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, that's about enough here. We're going to do this Chaotic Calm. I hope you're feeling it. If you thought Speeder was fast, then you better nail yourself down to the floor for this one, because this one goes crazy. So we'll do this one. We'll say our goodbyes afterwards. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And then after this, we're going to send everyone to Brody, the Super Shredder live. So we'll go and enjoy some of that, some classic and modern metal. But check this out. This is Chaotic Calm. Let's go. This looks like our stream has been rejuvenated incredibly, because we went from like 50 people to like 180 people, just like that. Catacomb brings them to the yard. We might have to do one more song after that. Suggestions, anybody? Anybody in the OG department? Suggestions for another song? Let me know. And we're gonna have to do one more quickie here for anything. But a lot of comments, so let me appreciate each and everyone. And make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're enjoying the show thus far. We do go live 5 times a week. I put videos out every single day of the week. And we have the best community you'll find here on YouTube, I promise you that. Let's see. Thank you, Randy. Maria Scott said, I can play Falling Away from Me by Korn on cello. That's dope. That's pretty cool, man. I bet you could like get up on stage with Korn and do that. That'd be sick. Donald J says, on Moises, I can change the whole tuning of the song. Oh, there you go, bro. That makes life easy then, yeah. You ain't gotta mess with nothing. I have to like, I sit here and I have to like look at the fretboard and go, okay, I need to change everything here, like 1 fret or 2 fret or whatever. Feisty in the house, he says, Brody also works in the pavement. He's a super spreader. Better than being on the roof, on roofs, man. Lisa was like, hang on tight, everybody. Judy's like crazy tight. Lisa's feeling it. Thank you, Val. Sleepless, appreciate it. Wolfie said, oof, I'm dizzy in the best way. There you go, brother. Feisty's feeling that high drama. Boquet Samuel, thank you, brother. Val, appreciate you. Anardi, hello to you, buddy. Val, thank you. Anardi says, grande. Grazie, amico mio. Grazie, amico mio. Mio, amico. No. Grazie, amico mio. Thank you, buddy. Boquet Samuel. Zuza. There you go, buddy. Obrigado, amigo. Thank you, Val. Brandon Atwood's an absolute unit. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you, Val. Juji said the shredologist is in. Yes, I have a degree in shredology. Boquet, thanks, buddy. Sam Decarel, he says, Rick, you're the man. Most of my work knows who you are now. They hear me walk in playing your stuff. They're like, oh, is that Rick? Nice, dude. That's funny. That's funny you say something like that because I watch some YouTubers as well. Tom Shreds is one of my favorite. I'll be playing some a video of Tom. My Stardust here is like, is that Tom Shreds? I'm like, yeah. Or Bradley Hall. She's like, is that Bradley Hall? I'm like, yes. It's amazing. It's amazing. Crow, thank you, buddy. Sleepless, there you go. AP said drummers across the planet went back to delivering pizzas after hearing the required BPM on that one. I hear you, brother. Super Dave, thanks, bro. I'm just doper. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Val said, it's the energy, Rick. I hear it, man. Jake Vibe wanted Symphony 40 again. All right, Val Kimmer talking about Vivaldi. Juji talking about 0830. Oh, the new one, yeah. And, of course, Donald wants the Phrygian song. Of course, we love Phrygian, too. I have to think about that. And Sam says, my building is gigantic. Everything echoes down also. Everybody hears it. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I like. EJ says, get your umbrella. Indeed, buddy. Sweaty Grunk says, bro, you asked for suggestions. Yeah, Metallica is not a suggestion. Go look up a kid named Owen Oesterle. Owen, Oesterle. Go watch him, buddy. He loves Metallica. He plays Metallica all day. He got more subscribers than me. He loves that Metallica, man. I go check him out, bro. Check him out. But we don't do no Metallica here, man. I appreciate you, though. Let's see. Donald James says, pull it. So what's the top? 0830 and okay, all right, I got it. All right. 0830. Last song. All right, so we got 083025 or Vivaldi. All right, there's the poll. Start up that poll. AP's talking about that Thrones though. It's a tough one. Everyone had their own suggestion there, so we'll go with these last ones. I'll do how about a nice little quick cover solo to tide you over while the poll goes. What shall we do? How about classic? How about classic Deep Purple? Classic Deep Purple. While we wait, enjoy. going with Richie Blackmore right there. How's this poll going? 50-50. Y'all gonna make me, we'll do another one. We'll go from Richie Blackmore. How about the some more? Oh, let me think. How about we'll do an Ingve? No, how about we do a final countdown? This is it. We'll do the final countdown in order to determine the final song down. All right, check this out. That's a classic. John Norm, one of the greats. All right, it looks like Vivaldi is the winner. In poll now. Vivaldi with the 58%. Not too shabby. So we'll cue that one up, and we'll end the show for real at that one. And we got to get to Brody's. We got to get over to Brody's. All right, let's see. Where is Vivaldi? There's Vivaldi. This is... Just for information, I'm going to be redoing this song, the beats, the background music. This song is very difficult to create, so I'm in the process of making this one happen. Raz, brother, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Man, I hope you're doing good over there tonight, man. It's been a minute. I finally caught some comments. I saw Raz in the comments, man. I had to say what up. Thank you, Juji. Boquette says telephone number. Or classical music, right? What happens when you call that number, man? That's what happens. Jake said he was in the mood for the classical inspired. All right, Vivaldi is classical to the maximal. Red Rat says best guitarist ever walked with his brother. Thank you so much, my brother from the UK. That's what's up, man. I used to talk about beat purple. Sometimes people beat it till it's purple. You never know, bro. You never know. Val, thanks, brother. AP knows I'm a highway star. Wolfie said, that guitar is singing. That's what's up. And Judy said, there's no wrong answers. I know. Lisa, thank you. Thank you, Cam Odad. Good to see you, buddy. I used to talk about the final Cowtown. Where's that? In Idaho or Nebraska? They got a lot of cows there, don't they? Matthew with Chorick, sorry. Can you play a comfortably note? I know the first three notes. That's all I know. I should learn it at some point in my life. It's not a difficult solo, but takes some time to learn for sure. Thank you, Jake. Rhonda Baker, how you doing, Rhonda? Good to see you tonight. Valdian Sabadash, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Zutza from Brazil, obrigado, mi amigo. Boa noche. There you go, Val. Red Raz, my brother. Sam said, I just gifted a guitar to a work friend. Nothing special, but he expressed wanting to learn, and I haven't picked up in 20 years. He loves your stuff. That's awesome, dude. Man, thank you so much, Sam, for putting my name out there, man. I appreciate that. There's Rhonda. God's watching. Always a great time. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. God bless you, man. Absolutely, Raz. Always good to see you. That was the first couple of notes of that Pink Floyd, so I don't know it. I don't know it. I know the Another Brick in the Wall kind of more better. Gustavo's talking about "Wake Me Up" by Avicii. I know "Wake Me Up Before You Go" by the Wham, but I never heard no Avicii. Is that Italian? Sounds Italian. I don't know. But instead of Avicii, we're going to play the real Italian, Vivaldi. This one's called Cold Winter Night. It's the last song for real. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button during this, because if this song don't do it for you, I don't know what else would. But check it out, and we'll say our goodbyes thereafter. Here comes Cold Winter Night. Crazy jam that was. Oof. That tune is so hard. It's so hard. But so amazing. So amazing. Oh, let's see. A lot of great comments. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you, brother. Sleeper said, that's a good song. Rhonda said, I'm going to catch you on Saturday. Take care. Have a great night, Rhonda. Jake knows this time to get cold again. He got cold winter night and freeze. Oof. Judy said, have a great night. And Friday, Rick, thanks for the amazing show. You're welcome. Thank you. Zuza, come on back Saturday, buddy, or Sunday. We'll play it for you. We got to get out of here tonight. I appreciate you, my brother. I really do. And I do have Mr. Crowley. There's no doubt. Sleepless, thank you, brother. Val, Lisa, thank you. Father Time knows winter is coming all the ways. You know it, you know it. Lisa, Sleepless, thank you. Zusa, obrigado, amigo. There you go, Sleepless. Doggy, appreciate you, brother. Cam Hodex, I was glad I found this trail. Wow, you can shred. Thank you, brother. Camp, thank you so much, buddy. Wolfie says, fire as hell. I agree. If this don't do it, I don't know what will. I know, right? I know. You got it, though. Thank you, brother. Good to see you again, Wolfie, tonight. Sus, feeling the fire. Thank you so much. Sleepless, thank you. Zuza says, Brazil, love you. I love Brazil. Obrigado, Brazil. Wolfie said, I needed this tonight. There you go, brother. God says, have a blessed night, everyone. You too, brother. Thank you so much, man. So much. Sleeper said, that song got me headbanging. I feel that, man. Wolfie said, I'm going to miss this. Good night, champ. I'll be back very soon. Good to see you, Wolfie. Have a great night, and we'll see you again. I hope so, man. Val's like, bravissimo. Thank you, Val. Have a great night, brother. Thank you, dog. Lisa, take care tonight. Appreciate you. Jake said, I wish nothing but the best for y'all. Absolutely, brother. Tony Salinas, thank you from Texas nonetheless. Great to see you, Tony. Appreciate you, brother. Crow, have a great night. You too, Donald. All right, that's enough for me. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out tonight. It was a great stream. It was so fun. I shall be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. A little different type of stream. But if you like this type of stream, the vertical, this will be on Sunday. Both Saturday and Sunday is at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit your notifications turned on. And you know when I'm shredding, I do schedule all these streams in advance. So, yeah, thanks again, everyone. I want you to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. And I want you to take care of each other because that's all we got. All right. Y'all have a good one. We're going to go to see Brody, the Super Shredder right now. Everyone hang tight. We're going to go have some good times with Brody and family. So make sure you come hang with us. Absolutely, Mark. I'm going to get some cookies. But come on, hang with us over at Brody's. I appreciate you. We'll see you on Saturday, everybody. Take care tonight.